Омилените анимирани јунаци Биби и Боби, кои ги гледаме на програмите на македонската телевизија, од 7 јуни имаат нови авантури во киносалите широм Македонија, а наскоро ќе добијат и филм. Токму овој филм, кој што е колумбиско-македонска копродукција со работен наслов Биби, Боби и Златната пеперутка, е повод за гостувањето на нашиот ценет гостин Гјилермо Бланко. Едукативната анимирана програма Светот на Биби е пример за извонредно квалитетен и успешен проект од македонска продукција. Најмладата публика на македонската телевизија веќе неколку години се дружи со Биби, Боби, Зази и пријателите. Следен чекор за Светот на Биби е долгометражен анимиран филм. Еден од продуцентите ќе биде Гјилермо Бланко, познато име во светот на филмот во Латинска Америка. Неговата успешна актерска кариера започнува 2012-та, кога глумел во првата теленовела. Следеа улогите во Блогот на Мајо, Одмазда, серијата Метастаза, која е адаптација на Breaking Bad, и Гозбата на Јарецот. Со голема слава, Гјилермо Бланко се здобива по улогата на Сантјаго Леон во Лавиринтот на Алисија, најдобра серија во 2014-та во Колумбија. Играше во серијата Франциско математичарот, како и во најуспешната латиноамериканска серија La Reina del Flow. По изучувањето актерство во Њујорк се враќа во Перу. 2018-та игра во филмот Скриена енигма. Следеше улогата во серијата Боливар во Колумбија. Во последниве неколку години негов најголем предизвик е продуцентството. It's an honor for me to greet a true movie and TV star from South America, one of the best and most famous actors and producers in Colombia. Guillermo Blanco, welcome to our show.
Thank you. I don't know if I'm the best, but I'm trying to make it happen. Thank you for having me.
You arrived in Macedonia directly from the Cannes Film Festival, where you participated at the film market. Cannes brought glamour, many new extraordinary films, honorary Golden Palms to Meryl Streep and George Lucas. But how did you experience the festival this year?
This year was different because I was not planning on going, actually. It was just like, I just finished two movies actually, 2 weeks ago, 1 week ago, and then I was like, hey, I need to go to Cannes because we were like working on some partnerships over there. And I bought my flight ticket 1 day before just going to Cannes. It was really interested. It was really good. A lot of people were there at the market, of course, and we were planning on meeting these people and doing networking with some clients that we had all over the world. So it was really good. I had fun. I think that we made really good business and we closed deals.
Well, is the business side of the festival at the market as important as the main festival program?
For me, it is. There's two sides, like the festivals, the red carpets, or the release and the premieres. And on the other side, there is the market. That's what I was going for. And pretty much all my colleagues and my business partners, we had all these meetings on that side, on the market. I think it's both together, you know, the city is packed with people and it's a lot going on. There's events, there's premieres, there is business meetings. So there's a lot going on, and I feel that that's really important for the industry right now.
2 years ago, you were in LA at the American film market, where you met the director Goce Cvetanovski, and you discovered Bibi's world. Bibi and Bobby have been beloved characters in Macedonia, and now they're going on an adventure, heading to Colombia and creating an animated feature film. Today we're announcing the first Colombian-Macedonian co-production. What was the reason that you chose it as a new project to work on and collaborate with a Macedonian company?
Well, when I met Goce, I mean, he's fantastic. He's a really nice person. And at the same time, he was so passionate about Bibi. And he was showing to all the people, and we got this meeting in Los Angeles, and he showed me the Bibi's world. And it's my first time actually getting into animation, and animation for kids. So I really like the unknown things. I like to discover, I like to learn. And for me, it was the first step to get into this business. And I loved what all the team, like Coco and Marjo, like everyone did here with the project, and how famous and how big it is here. So I thought like it could be a really good opportunity for us in South America to bring everything to the table too.
Why were you drawn to the characters of Bibi and Bobby? What do you think makes Bibi captivate the audience?
I think because it's something that entertains, but at the same time you're learning, and I feel that's something, the highlight of the project, that kids are learning while they're entertained. So that's going to be the same path in South America. I think that I'm helping kids to learn easily while they're enjoying some time.
The working title of the movie is Bibi, Bobby and the Golden Butterfly. What will make this feature film different from all the others? Having in mind the big success of Encanto, how are Bibi and Bobby going to discover Colombia and the culture and the history of South America?
Yeah, actually Encanto was my first reference when we were planning on creating Bibi in South America. I mean, in a different scale, of course. We're talking about Disney movie with a different budget. Here's totally different, goes to an audience that want to learn. Encanto, it was a different content, meaning it was more to entertain. In this scenario, we're planning on showing people in Europe what South America is about and what they can learn for the culture, for the mythology, and all the things that Bibi is going through. We're planning on showing a different South America, different of what it is right now on platforms, different stories for kids that they can learn with new characters. New characters are coming in this new movie. And yeah, it's been great creating all this story because there are so many things, me as a South American, that I don't even know, but we were like doing some research and learning what else can we add to this story so kids can be entertained at the same time, can learn. And there are so many things that we're going to apply to this story that I'm pretty sure kids would love it.
I heard the director saying that the villains are going to be based on South American mythology. So how did you imagine this?
We're still working on it because this movie is not only for Colombia, it's going to be for Spanish speakers as well. So in Spanish speakers, here's all South America with different culture. There is my country, Peru, there is Brazil, there is Argentina. Here in Spain, they will hear it and watch it as well. So we want to make something global that catches the attention of every individual country.
When are you starting with the production of the movie?
We're still working on the script. There are so many things that we want to correct and add. But I'm pretty sure we'll start in 2025 for sure. We started 6 months ago, the pre-production with the script and everything that we add in, all the design of the new characters that are bringing in this new movie. So yeah, the pre-production is going, but the production will be next year.
What about the TV series Bibi's World? Is it going to be broadcast in South America?
That's something that we're also working on. I'm trying to learn what the whole Bibi's team made here in Macedonia so we can replay the same scenario in the business plan. So I can understand how I'm going to engage with the kids, with the series, and at the same time with the movie.
You are playing Bobby, and I would like to ask you, what's the challenge for you as an actor, since many, even Hollywood stars, are interested in voicing over animated feature, like Tom Hanks, for example?
Yeah, it was actually my first time making a voiceover. It was weird, but at the same time, I did enjoy it. I was with Majo, with other actors at the studio, and we were just playing around and trying to create Bobby's voice because it's different than mine, and just like be a kid and start like playing, because I think that that's something that I want to express in the character, that Bobby's having fun as the Bobby in Macedonia. You know, you can tell that they're having fun, and I want to replicate that too.
Guillermo, I would like our audience to get to know you better. What was your goal when you left your home in Peru at the age of 17? Success? Fame, money maybe? What did you dream of?
I was dreaming of like understanding what was my path in my life, meaning like I want to act. I wasn't searching for money or for fame. I'm still not looking for that at this age. It's something more. It's more like understanding what am I doing here, like, and where I want to go. And right now as a producer, for me, it's the same. I just want to create things that it will evolve. But yeah, now I'm not looking for fame. I wish I could, but I'm not. And not for money. At that time, it was more for me to be prepared and to study, to act, and to know where I was gonna go and do it.
You lived in Peru, in Argentina, in Colombia, in the USA, Italy. You were more than successful acting in TV series and movies. What made you choose producing over acting?
I don't think it's something that is over, like it's not producing over acting. I think that I just decided that I want to produce too. Meaning like I want to create universe where it's on paper and then I can see on a screen. And when I moved out to LA, I realized that that was something that I felt really passionate about too. And on my first movie, that it was Voice of Shadows, I co-writer and helped the writer Nick to create this story. And when we were doing that, I feel the same feeling that I was feeling at the same time acting. And that's when I understood that maybe that was also something that I want to do in my life, not only acting, but also produce and at the same time write. And now at the end of the year, I'm going to direct. So for me, I believe I'm just a creator in a different forms. As an actor, I can create a character. As a producer, I can create a story. As a writer, I can, like put everything that is on my head on the paper. And now as a director, I think the challenge is going to be bigger because I'm just gathering all this information and all the tools to make my first movie.
You mentioned that you have just finished 2 films, a comedy and a thriller. So please tell us more about them.
Yes, one was a comedy. It was directed by this famous director and really good actually, Santiago Vargas. The comedy is Mentirosos, that is called in English Liars. It was so much fun having it. Like the main characters were like really good actors. We had a blast. And on the other side, the thriller, it was a different kind of story. It was a love story involving lies as well. It was the same director, Santiago Vargas. So making those 2 films at the same time, it was a challenge. But as you can see, I love challenging and myself, of course. And that was it. I finished 1 week ago, and I think we have really good 2 movies, yeah.
At the end of this year, you are directing your first movie, and it's a horror film. What can you tell us about this project?
This movie is coming from 3 books written by Aida Valencia. She's a medium, and she's telling the story about herself when she was a kid, actually 11 years old, and all her experiences with ghosts. So the first book, it was really successful in Colombia, and we got the rights to make a movie out of the 3 books. So the first book, I co-write the script, and now I'm going to direct her. And it's a beautiful story. It's pretty much, besides the horror line, we're talking about the sharing love of a mother and a daughter, and how they're combined together to help her to forget their past. So it's a deep story into the horror story. I'm really proud of the script. I'm really proud of what we are creating. The producer is going to be my business partner, Alvaro Gutierrez. He's amazing producing. So I'm really glad, and at the same time, I feel like confident on getting this project alone.
You have more than 700,000 followers on social media. This huge number goes with huge responsibility. How do you use this popularity in a proper way?
I don't use it. I should, but I don't use it, to be honest.
It's never late to start.
Yeah, I'm creating some content related of what I'm doing right now, but all this following, it came from me as an actor, to be honest, and now I'm using them to show a different path basically of what I'm building. But it opens doors, of course. Every time that I go to different country and they see the following, they understand that there is a work behind it, and it's just not I'm starting over yesterday. It's something that it has been built for so many years since I started my career. I'm pretty much 12 years now working in the industry, so I feel that's the reflection of my work, and I'm glad that I still have that support. Even if I'm not acting, people are still continue watching what I'm doing.
Listening to you during this interview, I just have to ask you, what does the film art mean to you?
I feel like right now the film art is a challenge, a knowledge challenge. I'm all the time just learning more about it. This is, as a producer, I'm really young as a producer. Like, I started 3 years ago, and I've been making films as an executive producer and as a producer, but at the same time, I'm still learning. Everything is new for me, and in each country is just a different knowledge. Here, I'm learning a lot about Macedonia. Now that I'm gonna go back to Italy, I'm gonna learn all the Italian resources and the root where the film came from. So I think for me, film represents knowledge, and it's a knowledge that is gonna take a while to cover, even if I do, because I'm pretty sure that I won't, because it's a lot. But I do feel that that's something that it will become what my future is, and it's just dedicated to make films.
Guillermo, thank you so much for sharing your story. I wish all the best to you and the whole crew of Bibi's World, and all the success with the movie Bibi, Bobby and the Golden Butterfly. I hope you will be often in Macedonia, and see you soon.
Thank you for having me, guys. Thank you for this interview.